Hey, you guys. So, I wanted to talk to you guys about working together. It was a topic that I always kind of wanted to talk to you about, but it kind of just got brought up yesterday. Actually, I'm not sure. I believe my boyfriend was watching a video yesterday. In a video, I do believe it was called DNA of an Entrepreneur. Um, and basically I don't know the guy name, and I probably should look that up as well, but my boyfriend just called me in for a second, and he was just like, listen to this. I feel like this is something you always talk about, and it's something I actually believe. It was about working together, and why couples were together as long as they were, or why couples like the success of working together or not working together. He was just talking about it, and I really kind of want to share this with you guys, because you'll be surprised. Like, when me and my boyfriend first started working together, I didn't tell a lot of people because we actually got a lot of bash for working together. Like, a lot of people told me, it wasn't gonna work, or it's not gonna work, and you guys are gonna be unsuccessful, and or just a lot of negative things. And you need to make sure you're a woman, you need to make sure you have your own. And I get that, and I love that. I want to be independent, and I push for that as well. But why can't couples work together? Just like, why can't couples work together? Why shouldn't couples work together? Why couples shouldn't build together? And that's kind of like what I want to talk to you guys about today. Like I said, the guy in the video, I agree, and I believe everything about what he kind of said, because it makes sense to me. You know, he pretty much touched on a lot of, when you look at older generations, and you look at your grandparents, and you look at a lot of older people, the reason why they were together for 30 years, and to death, to the end, because they built something together. They had a foundation together. Where they worked together, they built something together. And I see a lot of generations now, now a lot of couples, especially like a lot of YouTubers and you know entrepreneurs, they're building something together. But why don't we encourage so many other people to do that? And he pretty much touched on, like I said, when you're, and it's no knock to anyone who don't work together. It's not saying that you guys would not be, you know, successful and have a foundation or anything like that. But it's for people who do, and it's for people who want to work together. Why does it look? Why is it frowned upon? You got to think about it. He basically said, when you're going to work, when you, especially if you get young, let's say married young, and you're going to work, you guys have two different careers. You're going to grow. He's going to be doing one thing, you're going to be doing another thing, and then you guys are steady going to be growing. You're going to be growing in your career, you're going to be growing in life, and then you're going to come home, and you're going to look at each other and be like, why am I with you? We're growing completely different. We have two different lifestyles, we have two different things that we're chasing after. What do we have? The things that you have together or were common, they start kind of shifting and growing apart. And guess what? Most of the times, you're with the people you're at work with a lot, and you're hanging out with them a lot, and you're kind of just, maybe you start seeking, and that's probably why a lot of people end up cheating, because they're cheating with people that they work with. So why not work together? Why not work together, build a foundation, and you guys are working towards the same thing? It just makes more sense. And like he said, more couples back then are still together, or together for years, because they had something together. And I completely agree with it. Like I said, a lot of people look like, why are you guys working together? It's because we choose to, and we're trying to build something together, and we want to have that together. And I feel like we should encourage more people to do that. I feel like more couples should be working together. And I'm not saying that you guys have to work, you know, both, all your job, like everything together. You can still have separate careers, but you guys should be building something together. Build that foundation. I know my sister, her and her husband, they have two different careers. but they have a small business, a business that they're trying to grow, and they work on that together. So at night they're talking and they're working together, and that's what I feel like couples should be chasing. We look so we look at the negatives before we even look at the positives. And my boyfriend kind of even talked about it yesterday. He told me, because I asked him, I said, hey, so why shouldn't why do people frown upon it? Or and he was just basically saying, like, because it's the easier way out. When you're working together, it's a lot to deal with. I'm telling you guys, because I deal with it. It's not easy. It is not easy. Going to work, seeing your person you're with, working with them, communicating. But what you will find out, that those things that you're doing, whether you're compromising at work, discussing issues, you're working together. Do you understand those are skill sets that you want to have in your relationship? So if you know that you guys can do that at work, then you know that you guys can do that at home. So it keeps your eyes on the prize, or what your relationship should be founded on. And it's a foundation. When you're working separate jobs, you're looking, and sometimes things look appealing. You see somebody, maybe attraction, and maybe something starts rekindling. But when you're working with your person that you're with, you guys are working together. You see that person every day. Everything about that person is all the reasons why you're with that person. It's still there. It's still there. You get to see it. And when you guys get home together, I know people say, like, oh, but the relationship is going to go dull because you guys work together and you see each other 24/7. Me and my boyfriend, we work together, but we have two different jobs. We see each other all day, every day, but at the same time, we still have our space, because we're in different areas. And when we come home, we're still able to discuss a lot of things, because we're talking about what each other experienced while at work. So, and we're fixing those issues. Like I said, we're compromising, we're solving things, we're bouncing ideas off each other. Like, you're building something. I just don't get why more people are not doing this. I don't get why people are bashing the idea. I applaud everyone who's working together, building something together, whether you guys have separate careers and, you're starting something small together, and, you're being active in each other's dreams and, goals. And I just want to encourage more people to do it, because I think that's the way to go, in my opinion. I like I said, I'm not saying that if you don't work together, then you will not have a great relationship or a great marriage, but I am saying it will help. And I am saying that people who say it's not something good, I don't see how you guys think that. Like I said, and it's I think it stems from a lot of people who may be bitter a little bit, and maybe just negative people, and just don't want other people to be happy, because I think that's what it stems for. Like I said, a lot of people, they told me, it was just weird. Like, they told me, oh, you guys shouldn't, it's just not gonna work. That's what they pretty much told me. Like, I mean, why would you do that? That's just stupid. And I was just like, okay, well, if it doesn't work, at the end of the day, we work together and we try, and all we can do is just go from there. But I was just like, I'm not gonna just not work with someone, or try to see if we can work together, because who came up with this? There's no reason. I mean, if you think about it, it's just because it's harder. Yeah, so what? It's hard, so what? But you get the hard stuff out now, in order for you guys to have something greater later, and that's how I look at it. I'm like, okay, we have some challenging days. Some days it's a little tougher than others, but I know if we can get through these little minor issues, I know we will be fine. I know we can, accomplish so, like, bigger things. And that's all I'm saying, you guys. Like, I just think it's a positive thing. And, for the people who work together now, I applaud you guys. And like I said, I want you guys to encourage other people to do it. And if you're thinking about working with your significant other, your husband, your boyfriend, whatever the case is, go ahead, go for it. You never know if it's going to work unless you guys try it. And like I said, it's going to be hard, it's going to be difficult, but that's life, you know. That's life. So like I said, I just wanted to make a little quick video. I kind of want to talk on more on this topic, but I'm kind of working right now, so I definitely just wanted to stop in and kind of just talk about that, because like I said, we watched the video, and I was just like, that's crazy, you know, that someone just made a video. They talked about it in their entrepreneur, and they were talking about why couples who came up with the idea why couples shouldn't work together. Like, where did this stem from? Where did this come from? And you know, we need to encourage people to work together, build that foundation. That's what you should be. And to think about it, that's why. Have you thought, I'm sorry if I keep going on, but have you thought about the people, or how long people are staying married now to these days? Because guess what, they're going to work and they're complaining about what's going on in their home life to someone else that they're probably sharing, you know, similar mindsets, goals, dreams with at work, because they're, you know, doing a similar thing. They're doing the same thing. So it's like, why not? Why not go to work and see your amazing, you know, husband and or wife, and you know, go home and crush and build and dream together? Why not? Why not? Why not? So like I said, this is all for the people who work together, thinking about working together. I support you guys, and hopefully you guys support me. Yeah, that's all I pretty much have for you guys. Have a good one.